All right, so for Ageless Strength today, we'll find our comfortable seat. If you have weights or dumbbells, just make sure to kind of tuck them underneath the seat so that when we stand, that they don't trip you, okay? We're gonna start with our feet about hips width apart, and we're gonna scooch or move a little bit forward in our seat so that we have some freedom in the thighs. We're gonna take our right shoulder and take a big roll all the way up by the ear, all the way back and down. And we'll do the same thing, just the left shoulder, all by itself, big and indulgent. Again, we'll take just the right and just the left. Good, one more set of singles on either side. And then let's take both shoulders at the same time. Straight up, straight back, all the way down, long neck. Straight up, straight back, all the way down, long neck. One more time. Awesome. Let's jut our chin forward, okay? So we're reaching our chin forward and then bring it back. We'll do that one more time. Forward and back. We're going to allow the right ear to fall out towards the shoulder. And then take the weight of the head forward so that the chin comes down to the chest. And continue that half of a head circle all the way over to the other side. And then allow the weight of the head to fall forward. And again, back over to that right shoulder. We'll lift the head in center, turning and looking over the right shoulder as far as we can. And turning and looking left. Good, center it up. All right, let's move a little further forward in our seat and take those feet a little bit wider than our hips, a full body circle. So we're gonna lift up through the chest and extend the spine, reaching the chest forward, big inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna draw the navel in, rounding through the low back and rolling up to seated. Then we'll relax the shoulders. Twice more. Big inhale, hip hinge, reaching forward. Exhale, pull in, tuck and round. Good. One more time, lengthen. And fold in. Let's take the body circles off to the side. So still inhale, lift tall, roll out to the right side, hip hinge, reach forward, allowing the shoulders just to float along with the movement as we draw this big circle with our body. We'll do two more, nice and slow. Just starting to move through the spine, the shoulders, and we're even feeling those inner thighs. The next time we come back to the center, let's get tall again, set our posture, pull the shoulder blades down and the navel in, and start our body circles off to the other side. Reaching long. Good, drawing in. We'll take two more. This next one will be last one. Good, big shoulder roll. Wonderful, in center, we'll set those shoulders back again. We're gonna take our toes and lift them up. And then we're gonna take the toes down, lift the heels. We'll rock back onto the heels, lift toes. Go onto the toes, lift the heels. Good, we'll do that a couple more times. Feeling the shin on the toe lift and the calf on the heel lift. Good, last time. So we'll take those wide legs, turn the toes in, then the heels and the toes so the legs come close together. We're gonna scoop up. And we're gonna scoop up underneath the thigh. And we're gonna push that heel forward, flexed foot. Then we're gonna point the toes.
Your image is frozen now.
What's frozen?
Your image is frozen. I can see you up by the camera, but your image is frozen.
Okay. I'm moving on here. It may be a web connection.
Okay. Well, I can follow your voice instructions because I know what you do.
Okay. The voice is in real time though. It's just the video
Yeah.
having the problem.
Yeah, the voice is fine. So I'll just follow your voice commands because I know what you do.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to grab that right thigh, lift it up, push the heel forward. We'll take a point and a flex and a point the toes and a flex. We'll roll through the ankle in one direction and then the other. We'll release. We're going to scoop up that other leg. Same thing, sitting nice and tall, pressing the heel forward, pointing the toe, heel, and toe, ankle circle, other way. Good, we'll release. All right, let's start with our first little sprint just to bring up our heart rate and our body temperature, tapping just heels or maybe that full foot, almost like a little fast feet movement, keeping it quiet and keeping the posture elevated. Let's take the little taps wider, opening up the hips. We'll bring it closer together. Wider again. Closer together. Last time wide. Last time close and hold. Keep it going for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we'll let those feet come to a stop. We'll separate them, preparing to stand. So feet underneath the knees. We're going to take arms out in front of us, or if you prefer, you can cross them over the chest on an exhale. Pressing into the heels, reaching the arms forward, hip hinge, coming all the way up to standing. Great job. Let's do a little bit of chair squats here. So we'll realign the feet if we need to in front of the legs of the chair. And we are going to take the hands forward today unless you prefer to cross. Okay, if you prefer to cross, go right ahead. We're going to sit back into those hips, weight into our heels, maybe tapping the seat if we can, if not just hovering above, and then slowly standing. We're going to do that 4 more times. So the hips will reach back like we're sitting in the chair, but we just don't stop. We stand tall. Good, 3 more. The slower we go, the more challenging it is. We're braced in our core to support the back. This next one's the last one. So let's go ahead, hover above the chair, release the arms, let them hang, continue to pull in through the navel, long spine, weight back in the heels. We can wiggle our toes in our shoes. Holding there for about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise. Give those legs a little kick, a little shimmy and a little shake. And then let's come behind the chair. All right, standing behind the chair, okay? Little softness in our hips and our knees. We're gonna take that right arm up. Pretend you're picking something up out of the sky, okay? And then bring that arm down, then left. We're gonna go from side to side, side to side. Like we're grabbing something way up high and then pulling it down. Focus being lifting our ribs, our rib cage. So we're lengthening the spine, really reaching that whole body, lifting up. Good. We're going to take 1 more on each arm. Excellent. We'll release, relax our shoulders. We're going to take arms wide, and then they're going to clap overhead. So big clap overhead, clap behind the hips if you can, or close to it. Big lift, clap overhead, behind the hips. Clap overhead, behind the hips. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll release the arms. Let those shoulders relax. We're going to take our feet and get them a little wider than our hips. A little wider than our hips. Okay? We're going to place all the weight in the right leg. And we're going to do a side-to-side lean where that left leg just barely comes off the floor. Maybe even the toe stays down. But we're shifting our body weight from one leg to the other. Not really lifting any legs. We're just shifting the weight from side to side. Awesome. Let's continue with the shifting of side to side and then add an arm. So arms open, arms closed. Arms open as one foot reaches out and then close as the other taps in. Excellent. About 3 more. Last one. Good. Let's take a shoulder roll. Hips are warmed up. Arms are warmed up. We're going to go ahead and warm up the hamstrings. Okay, the hamstrings. I'm going to turn sideways here with our chair. We're going to use a hip hinge. You can hold on to the chair if you want. A hip hinge, drawing the chest forward so that we feel a stretch in the back of the thighs. Long spine, no round back. Slowly press into the heels to straighten up through the hips and the torso. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, stand tall. We'll take 3 more. Very nice. Moving slowly as we warm up the hamstrings. Last one here. Wonderful. Alternating legs, we're going to kick our heel towards our buttocks. We want to flex foot, and we want the knees to stay down. So we're not lifting those knees yet. We're just alternating, taking our heel towards our buttocks. So you can work at your own pace here. Be a little quicker, a little slower. Of course, you can use the chair, or you can pump your arms like you're on a run. You've got about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's take it into a march. So this time we are going to lift our knees. Okay. So we'll lift one knee and then the other. Pause a little bit at the top to really focus on stopping that momentum, using that core strength to keep you stable. Toes remain up as we lift each leg. And again, you have that option of adding the arm swing, like you are running or doing an extra large march here. Good. Knees are getting really high. Heart rate coming up a little bit. We'll take about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. All right. So we're going to come in behind the chair. We're going to step our left leg out to the side for a side lunge. We're bending our left knee and we're pulling our hips way back until we feel the inside of that right thigh. And the inside. On our exhale, we're going to push off that right leg to step into center. We're going to stay with that right leg. Repeating the lunge. Step out right, hips back, push up, stand tall. Good. So nice big side lunge. Getting into the deeper hip, hamstring, and inner thigh. Paying attention to our alignment, making sure that when we take that step out, the knee remains over the ankle and doesn't slide forward over the toes. We're going to do one more. Good. We'll pause, reset, relax the upper body, switching sides. We step out, push off the heel, bring it into center. Step outside lunge and center. Good, working at our own pace. Good. Focusing the push off into the heel. Good, we'll take one more. Fantastic. Let's release the arms. Take a little shoulder roll. And then we'll step a little bit off to the side of the chair so that you have room in front of you, okay, for a little bit of a kick. Okay, a little bit of a kick. Or you can just turn sideways, okay, whichever one works for you in the space that you're in. Chair if you want it for balance. We're going to bring that right knee up, kick the heel forward, bring the heel back, down onto the floor. Okay, we're going to switch legs. Knee up, heel kick forward, bring it in, and down. Good. So we're going to continue these knee up, kick front, and you can try to balance without using the chair if you'd like. Good. You can pick up pace and move a little faster, or you can take it slower and pause out there with the extended legs for a little extra challenge. This next one's the last one. Good. We'll release. We're going to take our heel, our right heel, okay? Right heel taps forward, foot comes back. Right heel taps forward and comes back. We're going to continue with the heel tap. And then we're going to start to put some weight into the heel and push back through that heel. So as the heel comes forward, the left heel does a little bit of a lift, like you're almost taking a step, but you pause, pushing back onto the heel, toes remain up. We'll do two more like this, and then we're going to transfer into the full step. So next time heel comes forward, the ball of the foot drops, it's a full step, and we step back. Heel forward, ball of the foot drops, press back. Good. We're going to do two more like this. Last one. Fantastic. Okay, shake out those feet, and then we're going to switch legs. Same thing, and again, you can use that chair for support. Just heel tap front, bring the foot back. But finding our balance. Then we allow that back heel to lift a little bit, and we start to transfer weight to that front heel to push off. So just take this into that full step. Heel ball, step back. Heel forward, follow the foot, press back. 6 more. Two left. Last one. Good. We'll give those feet a shake. All right. We're going to take a twisting crunch, okay, a standing crunch. Let's go ahead. We take one hand on the chair and the other arm is slightly raised, up and in through the abdominal. What we're going to look for is a twist through the abdomen. So softness in our knees and hips, our bent knees, slightly back in the hips. On an exhale, we're going to rotate so that our opposite shoulder and knee come towards one another. And on the inhale, we stand tall. So for me, I've got left leg, right shoulder. And it's an exhale, twist through the waist, Inhale, stand tall. So we're really driving the abdominals and focused on pulling them inwards as we take this rotation. We're going to try 2 more. Last one here. Good. We'll relax the shoulder. All right, so we're going to switch sides, perhaps moving to the other side of the chair or just changing directions. Arm up, navel in. On that exhale, rotate, twist. Inhale, stand. Few more. Almost there. Last one. Good. We'll release. We'll take a little shoulder roll. And we're going to come back behind the chair. Okay, behind the chair. We're going to bring our heart rate up a little bit. Okay, heart rate up a little bit. Option to hold on to the seat. Okay, option to hold on to the seat. So when we're in the chair, we do that little fast feet with the heels. So we're going to do one outside the chair today, okay, outside of the chair. So we need to come into a partial squat, okay? I'm going to stand out to the side. Partial squat so that your hips are a little bit back and your knees are bent. Your abdomen pulls in. So I want you to start to lift alternating heels or take those baby taps, those baby steps, alternating baby steps. You can use that chair to hold on to. And you work into your own pace. And we're going to hold these little quick taps for another 15 seconds. Really just driving up the heart rate here. 10 seconds. You can make it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. We're going to get into some wide sumo squat, okay? Wide sumo squat. So let's take those legs wider than our hips. Okay? Our toes are slightly pointed out. Hands for now are on the hips. We're going to bend our knees and we're going to come down and hold into our first sumo squat. Looking at our knees, making sure they're pointing in the same direction as our toes. And as we pull in through the navel, it might be a tiny tilt of the pelvis underneath so that the back feels comfortable. Okay? We're going to bend both knees and sink a little deeper into that wide sumo squat. We're going to come halfway up, not all the way, halfway. Come back down and then pushing into the heels, squeeze the tush as you straighten those legs and stand tall. Let's do it again. Sink wide into the squat, halfway up, back down. Press into the heels, squeeze the glutes to stand tall. Let's take 4 more of these. Good, nice and slow. Last time through. Good. Quick little break, and then we're going to sink down into our wide sumo squat. We'll brace through the abdomen, lifting the pelvic floor. And we're going to take our arms out to the side, maybe fingers behind the head. And we're going to lean sideways through the rib cage. And we're going to alternate. So it's like our elbow is reaching down towards the knee. Okay? Alternating sides. So we're moving laterally or sideways through the waist with the focus of keeping the belly tight throughout the entire movement. You're really working the core, working the waist. We're going to take 1 more on each side. Last one. Good. We'll come back to center. We'll straighten the legs. We'll release the arms. Little shoulder roll. Fantastic on those sumo squats. I know that's tough. Let's turn the toes in and then the heels and then the toes until we come all the way back to the legs underneath our hips. My legs underneath our hips. We're going to sink into the hips and do a leg raise. Okay? Again, chair if you want it. Up and in pelvic floor, right leg lifts to the side and lowers. We're going to do 5 more with the right leg and a lot of focus on that right hip and right rib cage. 2 more right side. Last one. Let's just switch legs. So we'll take 6 over here on the left. Good, 2 more. Keep pulling in through the navel. Last one. Now we're going to alternate. We'll take right side leg lift, left side leg lift. We have the option of leaving the hands on the waist as we alternate leg lifts, or you can take arms, lifting both arms to shoulder height each time you lift a leg. Big balance challenge. Also brings the heart rate up. Good, nice and slow. 1 more each side. Last one. Nicely done. All right, shoulders roll. There's a lot there. Let's go ahead and pick up our weights, okay? Pick up our weights. Now, the first one that we're going to do, if you have multiple sets, pick up the heavier one for the first one, okay? Try to squat to do that. If you have 2 dumbbells, we'll take both of them, okay? We'll take both of them. Let's stand beside our chair. Okay, stand beside our chair. We're going to take our right foot in front of our left. So 1 foot in front of the other so that we feel balanced. We feel steady here, okay? Steady here. Belly button stays tight. Right weight comes up towards the shoulder and regular hammer curl, and then left. So we're going to alternate hammer curls while keeping stability in the torso and lower body. Nice. We can come down into the chair. So if the legs are tired or the balance isn't feeling a little off today, don't worry. Just have a seat and stay with legs close together, doing these pumping hammer curls. About 5 more seconds, ladies. Good, last one. Let's let those arms hang by the side. We're going to switch feet. So we're changing so that our left foot is forward, right foot is back, navel is in tight. All right, from here, we're going to turn palms to face forward, squeeze our shoulder blades back and together, take our chin back. Both arms working together in a regular bicep curl, bending at the elbow, weights come all the way up. Inhale, they lower all the way down. Exhale, tighten the ab, bring them up. Inhale, control their descent. Good. Good, that extra balance challenge there for sure if you're standing. Last couple. Last one. Good. Letting the weights hang by our sides, stepping those feet together. We're going to place 1 weight on the bottom of our chair, on the seat of our chair. So we're going to work with just 1. We can use the chair for balance. We're going to hip hinge. We're going to look for a row. So our arm just hangs with that weight up and in through the belly. A row as the elbow pulls straight back. Inhale, we resist its descent. Good. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, resist. So long spine, plenty of support. Feet can be hip distance, or if you prefer, take one foot in front of the other. Whichever is more comfortable for your back and you feel more balanced. Good, next row, let's hold that elbow up, brace the abdomen, tricep push back. So straightening the arm, we push the weight behind, we bend the elbow, we bring it in. Push behind, bring it in. Short set, because I know this is your heavier set of weights. Last tricep. Good, let's release that arm. We're gonna pass the weight off to the other arm, and perhaps you're changing sides of your chair or position so that you have enough space to do the row on the other side. Good, abdomen braced, either one foot in front of the other or feet close together. On an exhale, elbow pulls back. Inhale, slowly lower. Good. Two more. Hold that row up there, changing it to the tricep press back. Straighten behind, elbow bend. Good, belly is still tight. Two more. Last one. Good, we'll let that arm hang. We'll roll out the shoulder. Let's switch hands again. We'll do one more set of those where we do a combination. So we'll take one row, one tricep press back, okay? Let's set up the feet. Draw in the navel, one row. Straighten the arm, press back. Bend the elbow to bring it in, and then control that row down. Let's do it again. Elbow up, weight back, in, and down. That's it. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, switching arms. Same thing, we're gonna do our combo. We set it up. Good, draw the navel in, we row, press back, bring it in, bend down. Last one. Nice. Let's let that arm relax. Shoulder roll. All right. So we're going to work our way so that we're standing in front of our seat. So we'll need to pick up our weight off of our chair. Standing with our feet in front of our chair legs, and they're right about hip distance apart. We're going to allow the weights to hang at our sides. We'll still pull that navel in. And we're going to do some weighted squats, okay? So holding on to the weights adds a lot more challenge. If it's too much, please feel free to put those weights down and to just do the squats without it, okay? Otherwise, arms hang by the side, hips go back into that squat where the tush hovers just over the seat, and then we press through the heels, stand tall. We'll do that again, slow. Good, four more. This next one is our last one. Good. We're going to work our way all the way down into our seat. Let's bring those hands, those weights in front of us onto our thighs, and then slowly lower down all the way into the seat. Once we get all the way down into our chair, we're going to take one of the weights and place it down on the floor. We're going to keep the other weight, and we'll slide forward in our seat, bringing our legs together, knees together, and feet together. We're going to bring the weight up in towards our chest with one hand on either end of the weight. Elbows tucked in, and that navel pulled deep in towards our spine. We're going to do a little press. So we're going to press the weight over the shoulder to the right. Good. Brace the abdominals, bring it in, and then over the shoulder towards the left a little. Brace the abdominals. Good. So we're just going to go alternating side to side, almost like if you were putting something away on a shelf that was just out of your reach above your head. We'll take one more in each direction. Good, last one. Wonderful. Let's release by putting the weight on those thighs. Roll out the shoulders. All right. Last one here for a little bit of core strength. Last one with the weight. Last one with the weight. We're going to move our feet a little bit further apart so we're feeling more stable about hips distance. Okay, about hips distance. We're going to draw a figure 8 with the weight. So elbows stay bent. Okay, we're going to just draw a figure 8, almost like if you were rowing or stirring. Now the key is the core, the abdomen, okay, that it's braced and tight, and we're working through the rib cage and the lower belly. Good. Let's reverse directions. Easier said than done. Takes a minute for that mind to adjust. Good. This next one will be our last one through. We'll bring that weight in, and then we'll get rid of it with the other one onto the floor. Fantastic job. I know that was a lot of arms today for sure. All right, let's go ahead and staying forward in our chair. The feet will come hip distance. Okay, feet will come hip distance. The right heel, however, will go forward. Okay, so toe up, right heel forward. We're going to add in some rotation. Okay, so right heel is forward, right leg is virtually straight. Left arm is going to reach out towards those right toes. You take a hip hinge as it reaches, almost like you're trying to saw off your foot, and then you come back to center or back to neutral. Okay? So you've got a rotation through the waist. As that left arm reaches, you kind of gaze over that right shoulder, and then you bring it back. So big twist and reach, lots of hamstring to stretch. Good. Through the waist. Nice and slow. I'm going to take 2 more. Last one. Good. We're going to bring that right leg back and switch. So the left heel comes forward, toe up. We're very tall in our seat. We're going to take that right arm. We're going to hip hinge, reach out towards that left foot, and then bring it all in. Twist and reach, bring it all in. Three more, nice and slow. Get that full reach. Last 2. Last one. Good. We're going to bring that leg back. You can give those legs a little shake. Excellent. Maybe alternate heel lifts just to shake out the ankle as well. Wonderful. All right, from here, we're going to open up chest. So arms can go underneath the seat or hold on to the legs. Okay. Anything that's comfortable for the arms. We're going to lengthen through the spine. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the chest really tall. Maybe lift the chin a bit too. Feel a stretch along the entire front of the body. On the exhale, we'll release back to neutral. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, back to neutral. Let's continue with the inhale, stretch the abdomen, extend the spine. And then on the exhale, let's round the back. Allow ourselves to come all the way down, pulling into the belly, even lowering the head down towards the chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold in. We'll do 2 more just like that. Next one will be last one. And we'll release into our neutral position. We'll release the hands from the chair. And let's take those fingers, we're going to spread them wide, okay? Fingers spread wide by our side. We're going to touch pinky to thumb. We'll release, ring finger to thumb. And release, middle. Release, index. And release. Good. Let's take those hands together, interlace the fingers, and then turn them inside out as we press them forward. Watch our shoulders. Make sure they stay down so that our neck stays nice and long. On an inhale, we're going to raise those arms up overhead, keeping the shoulders down. Good. Really reach them up to the ceiling. Big exhale. Let's separate those hands, bring them all the way down by the side. Good. Let's turn the palms face up, circle the arms up. Allow the hands, the palms to touch, and then bring them all the way down. One more. Lifting the ribs and bringing it all the way down. Good. Take the right arm out to the side and then allow it to cross the front of the body. The right arm reaches around the front of the body. The left arm is going to come in from underneath. It will grab your arm and pull it down. You feel a nice little neck stretch there. We're going to go ahead and make a fist. And then we're going to roll through the wrist, drawing as big a circle as you can, and then reversing the direction. Good. We're going to open both arms up really wide. Open the chest, squeeze those shoulder blades back, and relax. Good. That left arm now is going to come across the body, keeping the shoulder down. Right arm grabs on, gives a little pull. Then we're going to make a fist and slowly draw those big circles with our wrist. And take it the opposite way. Good, last one. On the inhale, let's open both arms wide again. On the exhale, giving ourselves a big hug. Right arm comes over the left. We hold on to our back, draw the arms down, allow the chin to come to the chest, enjoy the stretch in the upper back and in the back of the neck. Next inhale, we're going to open up those arms wide again, bring those shoulder blades close together. On the exhale, left arm over right this time. And again, we allow the weight of the head to take the chin down. We'll bring the head up in neutral or center. One more time, open up those arms. And then let's bring those arms down by our side, fingertips reaching towards the floor. We'll take the right ear out towards the shoulder. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can take the right hand and just gently rest it on the head. Don't pull, just rest it on the head. You'll get a little bit more stretch out of it. If you have the hand on the head, release that arm, then bring the head in center. Same thing, other side. Left ear falls. If you'd like, taking the left arm and resting it on the head. Releasing the arm, bringing the head in center. Turning, looking over the right shoulder. And the left. And back to center. Good, we're going to take a twist. Let's take the right hand on top of our left knee or left thigh. Left hand just holds on to the seat. We inhale and we just sit up as tall as we can to lengthen the spine. And then on the exhale, we're turning our chest to the left, using the hand against the thigh to get us a little deeper into the twist. Deep breath here. Expand the belly. And then emptying it completely. Next inhale, we're going to untwist, coming through center and going out the other side. We'll take the exhale, releasing the spine into our twist. On the inhale, we'll slowly release, come back to center. Exhale, fold into the navel, tuck and round the spine, chin to the chest. Inhaling, neutral or comfortable. Let's take that hip stretch where we can cross the right ankle either over the shin, or if our hip and knee will allow, we can bring the ankle on top of the thigh. To lessen the stretch, you can take that left leg and extend it out a little further, okay? All right, from here to get this big hip stretch, we're gonna get tall, inhale, hinging from our hip, reaching the chest forward, allowing the upper body to relax. Full breaths here. Easing our way into the stretch of the hip, the glute, into the hamstring. Even releasing some in the lower back here. Good. One more full inhale and exhale, surrendering to the release. And then our next inhale will slowly start to rise. We'll uncross and do the same thing with the other leg, either on the shin or up top. Make whatever adjustments we need. Give it a little time to release before we get into the deeper stretch. Inhaling, getting tall. Exhaling, taking that hip hinge, reaching the chest forward to intensify the stretch. Good, another deep breath. And then on the inhale, we'll slowly sit tall. We'll release the leg from up top and bring it down bottom. Good. We've got one more stretch. I want to get into this hip flexor a little bit. So let's turn side saddle in our chair, or sideways. So we want to stretch or extend our hip flexor. We can hold on to the back of the chair. That'll help us be more stable. Let's take your outside leg, okay, your outside leg, and take the toes underneath. You can take it out wide if you want. And then wiggle that foot until you get the foot behind you and you start to feel an openness in this hip and this hip flexor, okay? think about tucking that hip, that fanny underneath, pushing the toes down into the floor, and driving that thigh forward to really feel a stretch in that thigh and hip flexor. Keep that stretch, and then turn your chest towards the back of your seat. Full inhale, exhale. We're going to return the chest to neutral or forward facing. We're going to relax the foot, relax the thigh, relax the hip. We can use the hand to help us bring that leg forward. Now let's turn side saddle the other way to get the other side. Good. We'll do same thing. So we're going to take this outside leg. You can take it out wide if you want. Get those toes underneath. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until that foot comes behind us. And then tucking the fanny under, driving the thigh forward, pushing those curled under toes down into the floor as you lift the chest. Keep tucking the hip underneath till you feel your thigh and that hip flexor. Good. If you can get the foot back a little further, go ahead. You'll feel it more in the hip flexor than the thigh. Good. Now that you've found your stretch, let's add that rotation, turning your chest towards the back of the chair. You can hold on with the chair. Let's untwist, come back through center. Let's relax the foot, the hip. Good. Use the hands maybe to bring that leg back to center. And then let's come back into our seat. Slide all the way back against the back of the chair. We'll turn the palms up and pull the elbows back, the shoulders down. Extending the chin forward, and then bringing it back and holding it back. Closing our eyes, looking to release any tension and stress. We focus on the breath, breathing in through the nose. Today, let's exhale out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly with air. And as we exhale out the mouth, we're emptying the belly completely. Good. Another deep breath in. Feel the chest lift. Exhale. Give a little sigh with our exhale. Continue with that deep breathing. With each exhale, we'll focus on a body part that's letting go. On your next exhale, focus on the forehead smoothing as you blow out breath. Next exhale, think about the jaw and cheekbones relaxing. The neck, the shoulders and shoulder blades, our arms, hands and fingers, our hips and glutes, our legs, our feet and toes, all tension leaves the body. We find gratitude for all that we have. And we make a commitment today to focus on that. Let's allow the weight of our head to take our chin down to our chest, gently as we ease into the upper back and neck. We'll turn our palms face down, and then we're going to slide them out towards our knees so that on an inhale, we can press the palms into the knees, lifting our chest, opening our throat, extending the entire front of the body. Then slowly, one vertebra at a time, tucking the tail, we'll pull through the navel and come back to a comfortable seated position. We'll allow the arms to hang by our side, and then we'll take that one big last deep breath together today. Arms reach up, we lift the ribs, and then as we exhale, those palms come down towards heart center. Thank you, ladies, for coming out and sharing your day with me. Namaste.